It's a series of 10 to 20 minute blocks. And there is this idea of like, what, you can't just do something else for 20 minutes? Like, no, but it's 2 hours across the week. So it's enough. But you have to set up your game in a format where I am allowed to break it apart like that. Yeah. And MMOs are just not. I can't play an MMO in 10-minute spurts, as opposed to I can knock out my Duolingo. I can play phone games. I've been playing some Call of Duty. I've been playing some Age of Empires. And these are these games that can consume these little an hour or less moments. And MMOs just don't. It's really hard.
You guys ready for some 20 questions?
I'm ready.
All right. I've got the game in mind. I'm going to be the host for this one. So for those of you who are in the round table, questions to you. Let's go.
Was it published by a company in the West?
Let's see here. And by West, I would say yes.
Okay. It's always NA Europe, and then there's basically Japan.
Yeah.
All right. Was it first published pre-2000? Pre-year 2000.
So 1999 and earlier?
Yeah.
No, it was not published 1999 or earlier.
All right.
Okay, so after 1999, published in the West.
I mean, we might as well continue with that.
We should get a platform in there, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, we should, because that's still 25 years. That's a lot of years. 24 years, sorry. That's still a lot of years. Was it before 2010?
Yes, it was before 2010.
Was it published multi-platform?
Originally, no, but you can play this on multiple platforms today.
Okay.
Now, sorry, I just want to clarify that. Do you mean like
first
during that window of years, or like now?
Years later.
Yeah, so it was originally released on one platform.
Yes.
But as of today, it has since been.
Right. You can play this today on a handful of platforms, but when it was originally published, there was only one way to play.
Was it originally a PC exclusive?
No, that's 5.
Do we want to do a genre?
What?
Whatever you think, Julie.
Now, a lot of games, because the PS2 was so big back in the early 2000s, that I do feel like a lot of games came out onto PlayStation 2 first and then got ported over from the PS2 to other consoles. So,
yes, chat can guess. You guys can guess all you want. I'm not going to. Even if you get it right, I will reveal that. Hey, chat got it right etc.
Now, I don't want to say it was on PlayStation because in the early 2000s you got PS2, PS3, and PSP.
Or Sony.
So that is still 3 different platforms. So we could say, was it on the Sony platform? I guess.
Not originally.
But I was not asking you.
There you go.
Sorry.
So he said not originally. So there was 6.
Oh, I was just asking you if I wanted.
I don't know if it's ever come out on the Sony platform, just to kind of clarify that answer. But I would, it might be. I don't see that information available. Okay. I would assume maybe, but I don't know.
Which it was originally Western, so it would have made sense that it's not Sony. So that knocks out Sony's Western studios. Is it an RPG?
No.
So 2000s to 2010, that leaves what? Xbox, GameCube.
No, I mean it's Western published, right?
True. Yeah.
So it's not going to be. It means most likely Xbox 360 or some form of handheld at the time, because I always lose track of what handhelds are out when.
You have the decade. There's a lot of stuff that still happened between 2000 and 2010.
It was not PC exclusive, so like it came out on a console. And it's not an RPG.
Correct. We're at 7 questions. Just heads up.
Is it a first-person shooter?
It is.
Okay.
All right. What do you got, Chili?
Well, we've got Western FPS pre-2010.
Chili, you got one?
Not right now. Do you have one?
Yeah. Was it published by Microsoft Game Studios?
It was not.
Okay. That knocks out like the Halo, Gears of War, all those games I know Brian's a huge fan of.
I'm a huge fan of this game, by the way.
Because that wasn't that originally a Microsoft Game Studio, right?
Wait.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. Because Gears of War was Microsoft owned.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, they didn't own Gears of War at the time. It was still owned by Epic. As they transitioned to Xbox One, they purchased the IP from Epic. But
Right.
I think it was still published by Microsoft.
I mean, I know it's an FPS, but did it feature multiplayer?
Yes, it's 10.
Okay. I have an idea of what it could be, especially after the Nintendo Showcase. And there's a game you didn't talk about that was at the Nintendo Showcase that is now technically on a different console. Now. 1 second. I want to see. Yeah. Western. It's not. I was it on a Nintendo sorry for taking the next question. Was it on a Nintendo system?
It's on a Nintendo system.
Okay. So he could be honing in on like I feel like Turok was around that time, but I would want to hit a question that also knocked out other things. Like I
thought Turok was single player. Was there more aspect of Turok?
Okay. Yeah, no, good point.
I'm thinking
there was
Perfect
a
Dark
component to Turok, though.
Okay.
Just heads up.
I was leaning towards Perfect Dark, but I don't know.
Yeah,
also in
Perfect
the
Dark.
Nintendo Direct. Right, that's got to be top of mind.
And it's because there's a new Xbox game coming out, which is being worked on by Crystal Dynamics and another company that I can't remember, and it was then also made by Rare, which is technically not Microsoft, and that was published on the N64 in 2000, and it will now be on the Switch. I think it's on the Switch expansion pass as well, either now or soon. So technically now it's on different platforms than the original.
And you can play it through Rare Replay on the Xbox.
Yeah. So
that's kind of where I think I was leaning, but I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Still a surprisingly large number of games. List of first-person shooters on.
Well, we know it's a Nintendo platform. Do you guys want to just specify? Because we got N64 and GameCube.
Yeah.
Unless it was a weird like port to the GBA or something.
Our favorite first-person shooter.
You have 9 questions to work with. You could really whittle this down if you need to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll ask: is it an N64 game?
It is.
All right. See.
Okay.
Confidence building.
Okay. That also then leaves the greatest multiplayer shooter of all time, in my opinion. Well, the grandfather greatest multiplayer shooter of all time, because it probably doesn't age that well because it's very old. But like GoldenEye.
Yeah. So and then Perfect Dark came out of the same team, but
GoldenEye was like 90s. It was like 98, 99.
Yeah, GoldenEye was older.
That's why I didn't go there.
All right, so
I just want to mention how good GoldenEye was.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, so
unless it's like a bait and switch, and
-7
we're like looking at like Medal of Honor or something.